You know, ever since I was a little kid, I always wondered who takes the 4 a.m. boat. And the answer is actually nobody. Well, there goes my ride. The boat will be back in about 5 hours. And I want to encircle this whole island by foot by then. According to my calculations, I have about 10 kilometers to hike. And most of the way there is actually a path, so it shouldn't be that hard. Also, it's 4 a.m. It's pretty cool. Now, I don't know how much you can actually see right now, but the sun should be up in about half an hour, so everything will be fine then, I'm sure. But yeah, guys, welcome to Prvic, small island in central Dalmatia. The island is about 2.5 square kilometers big, and I think it has around 400 people living here. There are 2 towns. I'd say about 200-ish people in each one, maybe. But yeah, unfortunately, not many young people, not many kids, mainly old people. Alright, so what's the purpose, what's the goal of this trip? Honestly, adventure. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Probably nothing, because again, it's just an easy hike around the island. I would say like 80% of it has actual paths, so it shouldn't be that hard. Also, I have some food with me. I have an American Army MRE. Oh man, it's so peaceful, so nice. The sun is coming up fast. Like 20 minutes ago it was pitch black. So this is one of the towns on the island. It's called Shepurine. It actually used to be a thriving town, I'd say 50-60 years ago. By the way, these facts are not confirmed, I'm just telling them from out of my head, so I might be slightly wrong. But after the Second World War, this town was populated by around 2,000 people maybe. Now it's, as I said, around maybe not even 200, I'd say maybe 150 or so. Yeah, we're gonna check out the town later because we're gonna do a full trip around the island and finish in that town. And we also have a little chapel here. I think this is Saint Rocco, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's not. Saint Francesco. Well, I did not know that. For all my life I thought that was Saint Rocco. So I've walked this path many times before. It is very beautiful. There are some interesting things here, even a cave that I'm gonna try find it and show it to you guys. I also took some photos with my phone because I'm not sure how much of this actually comes through the camera at the moment because of the lack of sunlight, but hopefully it's good. It's very nice, very peaceful, birds chirping, it's beautiful. And the weather is also very nice. I was actually kind of cold on that boat because I didn't dress that well, because I know when the sun comes down I'm gonna strip it now layers because it's gonna get super hot. So yeah, right now I'm kind of cold, but that's fine. Well, I just took off my jacket. It took 2 minutes and I'm already hot. Crazy. It's not quite summer here yet, but the end of May, things are starting to heat up slowly. By the way, I forgot to turn on Strava. So I wasn't recording my hike for like the first 200-400 meters, which is a shame because I wanted it to have like a full circle around the island. But if we have time, I might at the end go back to here just to complete the circle. Right now, currently it's 5 a.m. and the boat is in 5 hours. So I'm not sure if I have plenty of time or if I don't have enough time, because I don't know how much this should take. Alright, so the cave should be around here, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna look for it. I think it's a bit further down though. But look at that. Not a single boat. Alright, I think we're close. I think the cave should be around here. Oh, I think I see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I missed it. I had a feeling I missed it. Look at that. Now, the term cave might be a bit of an exaggeration here, but this is as close to a cave as you can get. Yeah, it's not that long. Hope you can see. I would say that's what, 5, 6, 7 meters. Still pretty cool though. I did come here once and make pancakes, and actually I came the other time as well with my friend, and we made a little barbecue over here. So it's a cool spot. Now this trip was actually originally planned for last Saturday, but the weather was absolutely dreadful. It was raining, it was windy, it was just bad, and at the end I opted against it. And I think that was a good call, because I probably wouldn't gotten sick or something, because again, rain and wind, it's not a good combo, is it? Right, let's check this spot out. Oh. That's steep. I would say this is at around 40 to 45 degree angle. Not sure if that comes through on camera, but it's crazy. But again, the grip on these stones is incredible. Look, I can no problem go and stand. It's awesome. Right, so we are slowly approaching the first tip of the island, and we're gonna be entering the second town pretty soon here, and I thought this is a good time to tell some more things about the island. So during the Black Plague era, when the Black Plague was devouring through Europe and most of Croatia, this island was actually kind of a safe house, you know. People came here from the mainland and actually settled down here to kind of protect themselves. That's why there's so many houses, and that's why at some point there was a lot of people living here. When the Ottomans were coming close to conquering all of Europe, people also came to this island to protect themselves from the Ottomans. There's actually a really good short documentary on this island. Ooh, that's a bird. It is in Croatian, so you're gonna have to put on subtitles or something. But if I remember, I'm gonna put it in the description so you guys can check it out. It's really nice. Well, it appears we got another chapel here. I never actually noticed this one. Never seen it. Look at that window. As big as my hand. Awesome. Also, I did take down another layer. It's super hot. But look at this. This is just what I had envisioned. And the timing is incredible, really, because the sun is actually coming up, like this very moment. Oh, this is so cool. When I was planning the trip, one of the things that I really wanted is to just turn this tip of the island and be able to enjoy the sunrise. And funnily enough, that's exactly what happened here. How cool is that? And the path is looking really good from this point on, so we are pretty close to the town. We are missing a letter though, so it's not Prvić, it's Rvić. That's fine though. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this. I was sitting there for probably like 10 minutes or so. It was really nice. Definitely doing this again, by the way, and I haven't even started. It's so nice. The 4 a.m. boat seems to be perfect for this trip. Alright, so we are slowly approaching. You can even see some of the houses of the second town of the island, and it's called Prvić Luka, or just Luka in short. Luka means harbor, basically, if you want to like directly translate it. And there has always been a rivalry between the two towns, even to this day, maybe to some extent, I would say. And that is because just over that way, where the sun is coming up, is a big town, big city actually, called Šibenik. And so the residents of this town were actually people from Šibenik, meaning they were quite wealthy. They were building summer houses here, and again taking rescue from the plague and from the Ottomans. And the other town, those people were quite poor, and so you had this situation where two towns on a very small island, one is really rich and the other is really poor, so hence the rivalry, I guess. Also, the name of the island Prvić literally translates to the first island. And you know, before I forget, I wanted to say Croatian islands have some of the funniest names as well, because during the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which was, again, I don't know exact years, but like 100-200 years ago, the Austro-Hungarian emperor wanted to make a map of the whole empire. And so when it came to the names of these islands, they actually asked the locals what the islands are called. And since they did not agree with Austro-Hungarian Empire and the whole occupation and stuff, they just gave them some pretty silly names, including Babina Guzica, which literally translates to grandma's ass. You have Prčevac, which could be translated as the fucking island, and so on. You have the Vela and Mala Kurba, which is big hooker and small hooker, or whore, however you want to say that. So yeah, some pretty interesting names. And the funny thing is, they actually stayed till this day. Those islands still have those names, which is quite funny, because well, actually first Yugoslavia took, and then Croatia took as well, all the maps and stuff. But here we go. This is the second town I was talking about. Quite peaceful here. They are building a pier. Look at that, a huge crane over there. The residents of this town are actually kind of unhappy at the moment, because I don't think a ship is actually coming here at all. So they have to actually walk to the other town, and you know, they don't like that. But yeah, the pier is currently being expanded, and because like during bad weather, when the south wind blows from that direction, the boats couldn't really get here, so that's why they're rebuilding it. This is an abandoned summer holiday place. You have these kind of resorts, let's call them that, all over the Dalmatian coast. They were built during the time of Yugoslavia, basically as a place for workers to come here on a holiday. Most of these things are abandoned, though I do see that, hello me, I do see that maybe it's working with some 10, 15, 20% capacity, maybe, I don't know. So this is kind of the city center, I guess, town center. And we have a beautiful church and a bell tower. This is the Church of Our Lady of Angels, celebrated on the 2nd of August. There are like a million cats on this island. So there's the summer resort we passed by a few minutes ago. Made the full trip around this little bay that the town is in, and we're on the other side now. And that building we just passed by, oh, there's somebody coming. I don't like recording when somebody's coming. Okay. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you on this fine day? Ooh, hello. Hello. Oh, it's too bad I can't pet these guys. Don't have any food for them, and I can't pet them because I'm unfortunately very allergic to cats. Right, so we're kind of going to the other side of the island, and things are gonna be a bit windy over there because we are going to the northern side, and the wind is kind of blowing from the north at the moment. I've never seen a dog that's scared of me. It's usually the opposite way around. Right, so I don't know how much you can actually hear me because of the wind, because I don't know how good the GoPro mic is. But they are actually working on a path that goes all the way around this side of the island, which is pretty cool. And also this way you can see the island of Lupats that's not inhabited, and behind it the island of Zlarin, which is inhabited. It's quite a big island, but it only has one town. Yeah, these three islands are kind of connected geologically. The sea is quite shallow in between them, so they are kind of a continuation. Oh yeah, the wind is really picking up here, guys. Oh, that's a nice board. You know what, come to think of it, I actually need this at home. So, ooh, that's a fancy road. What's this? I almost kind of want to go up, see where it takes me. Right, so I do know that on the top of this hill, which is the highest point on the island, I think it's around 80 something meters, there are actually remains of bunkers, or there are bunkers basically. And I'm not sure when they were used. I know they were used for the homeland war we had in the 90s, where we fought for independence. But again, I'm not sure, like this is an incredible path. Like, I did not expect it. It wasn't part of my plans to go this way, but hey, I guess we'll go check it out. Right, well, I have no idea what this is, though it might actually be a bike path. That is cool. We need to get here with a bike soon. This is so well done. They even have like this mesh installed, so the gravel stays in place. It's crazy. So I don't think this is the place where you have the bunkers and stuff, but it's still very cool to check it nonetheless. But yeah, definitely coming here with a bike, I think, because this is crazy. Look at that. You even have a path going that way, You have a path going this way. Well, this will be interesting to explore. But yeah, since this is not what we're here for, we're gonna actually go back to our task. I guess this was a side quest, you know? Right, so you can see the construction of the path is underway. They are currently making this kind of a retaining wall, I guess. And then they're probably gonna fill it up with gravel. I don't know if it's gonna be a gravel path or if it's gonna be like an actual concrete thing. Somebody actually sleeping here. Might be the workers, who knows? Right, anyway, and there is the town where I live, or the city, I should say. It has recently been given the title of a city. Not that recently, like 20 years ago, but right, you know what? I need one of these at home. Jutro. That was smooth. You know, to me it's super interesting to see the huge difference of houses. You have like old abandoned stone houses, and then you have like newer ones, and then you have like villas over there and modern houses, and it's crazy. But yeah, this is the path that is just over the hill. It's like we are basically in the town at the moment, but yeah, we are going that way because we want to encircle the whole island. And see some basketball. Wait, that's an interesting hoop. Hold on. These boats have been out here for as long as I remember, honestly. Okay, so you might have noticed, like all the way back in Luca, we actually passed a little museum. That's actually connected to this kind of like grand entrance over there, because that entrance is the entrance to summer holiday place of Faust Vrancic, and he was like world famous, world renowned inventor. He was actually the guy who made the world's first parachute using, I believe, Da Vinci's blueprints, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he was actually, his origins are from this place, and that's pretty cool. You have a museum there. It's quite interesting. I was there a few years ago. We are going to visit his summer vacation place later, because I am kind of saving touring the last town. I mean the last town, the first one. We were in Shaburin, because it is kind of my town and I want to do it properly at the end. It looks like we're gonna have quite a lot of time, because it is only 6:51 right now, not even 7 a.m. and yeah, I also wanted it to be daytime so you guys can see better. Oh man, the smell of old diesel boats, wooden boats, is incredible. Look at how far he is, and I can actually smell the diesel. It's crazy. Right, so looks like that's the end of the path. We have a really nice bench here, so I'm gonna actually take a moment and have a little rest, because my legs are pretty sore, because I haven't stopped walking in like almost 2 hours at this point. And I'm gonna have a nice banana with a beautiful view. Actually, it's not that beautiful, I guess, and also it's quite windy. Alright, let's continue. I'm just eager to get to the other side at this point, because I've had enough of this wind, honestly. I can stand when it's super hot, I can stand when it's cold, I can stand the rain. I don't mind anything really. But the wind, I really don't like the wind. Guess this is an old electrical building, transformator or something. I have to say, these are great for road and for flat surfaces, but for rocks, they are really not. I almost sprained my ankle 2 times already, and it hasn't been like 100 meters even. Well, if that thing was abandoned, what do we say about this one then? Holy smokes. It looks nice though. Ooh, we got some cables. Right, well, the wind seems to be falling, which is pretty nice. If you have some silly ideas, don't be afraid to do them. Like, this is honestly a pretty silly idea if you look at it. Waking up at 4 AM, going with a 4:30 AM boat to an island just to make a circle around it. I mean, in essence, that's pretty silly. But it's those kind of ideas that you should really turn into reality. You know, doing this makes me feel like a kid again. It's your free will. Why not use it, you know? Why not wake up at 4 AM and go? Why not? You know, I think it's really important to cherish that little kid that is still inside you there somewhere. That little you. I think the biggest problem a grown-up can have is to lose that little bit of a child that he's got left in him, you know. So you really got to listen to him sometimes, you know, and you got to make him proud, you know. Ooh, check this tree out. These are old. This is a really nice spot to camp as well. Look, it's pretty flat. You could put a tent or 2 here, come with friends, and you have some nice shade. It's wonderful. And it looks like we have reached the path. Actually, if we go this way, I prefer walking down by the sea. Oh, we got another chapel. Look at this nice bench. Ah, yeah, that's the town where I live. Let's go to the right. Alright, well, it seems that we are approaching the first houses from this side. Looks like it is under renovation. And yeah, over there is the start of the road, which takes us to the town of Shepurine, where we got off the boat. Wait, hold on. Do you know you can actually make... Oh, I think I'm gonna do it. Hold on. Oh, that one's gonna work. And we're on the path. So what I tried making there is like a whistle. You can make them out of those plants, but I didn't manage to do it because I think they actually need to grow a bit more. They kind of need to be a bit bigger. And something you guys can't feel is the smell, which is absolutely beautiful. Get all these spring flowers and stuff blooming, and their smells mixing together in the air with the sea. Man, it is one of the best things. Oh man, it's so peaceful. I really love these little piers that everybody has in front of their house. Every single one of them is unique. Like, there is no 2 same ones. This is the Church of Saint Rocco. And just over here is the, it says beware of dog, is the summer residence of Faust Vrancic that I talked about. And unfortunately this is private property, so you really can't enter. I have no idea if they have cameras and stuff. I doubt it, but yeah, I've never actually been there. I guess it would be kind of cool to explore the building and stuff, but who knows, someday maybe. Hello, Beetle. But anyway, this town, Shapurina, has 2 churches and only 150 people. It's crazy. But yeah, as I said, once it was a thriving town. If I remember well, around 1,500 to 2,000 people at some point lived here. Had a whole elementary school and everything. And yeah, now it's down to 150. Right, so we are going to the top of the hill. That's just above the town. A very nice viewpoint. I was originally planning to eat there, but I'm kind of not hungry yet, so I think we're just gonna go there, enjoy the view for a bit, and then hang back in the town. Maybe explore the abandoned school. Now, you might have noticed that I didn't film that much in the center. That's because there is some people there and they all know me. So I was really embarrassed to record, honestly. Look at that view. Oh, it is pretty. It is a very clear day today because of the northern wind that we called Bura, and you can even see the Kornati Islands, kind of famous for its coral reefs and geography. It's like a big group of islands. That's one of the most famous Croatian national parks. By the way, in case you are wondering, we have done 10.6 almost kilometers, which is roughly 6, 7, 8, I don't know, miles. Yeah, I know, 6, 7, whatever. That's not funny. Yeah, still have a little bit to go. You know, I'm really debating on eating here, actually. It'd be so cool to eat with this view. It's not windy and I've got a nice chair and everything, but I do kind of want to go and eat by the sea over there on that tip. That is actually where we kind of started the video, but you could barely see anything because the sun wasn't out. Okay, we're back by the church. It is precisely 8 a.m. at the moment. You can hear the bell ringing in the distance. We're just making our way towards the school, the abandoned school. We're gonna check it out. Here we are, guys. We are approaching it kind of from the side, so it's kind of overgrown. There's actually a proper way to get here, though I see now that is overgrown as well. Holy smokes, it didn't used to be like this. I wonder if it's even accessible at this point. I've been here like a long time ago. Must be like 10 years at this point. It's crazy to think that not that long ago, like 50, 60, 70 years ago, there used to be like 200 children going through these hallways. Can you feel that I'm scared a bit? Because I am. Oh, somebody has been sleeping there. Alright. It seems to have, I'd say, around 4 classrooms at least, maybe even more. But yeah, I don't think the top floor is accessible. I mean, I guess you could go, but yeah, I'm not. That doesn't look safe. But you could spend like the whole day reading things that people have written on the wall. 4th of July 1990. Enjoy your life, I'll come back. 89. There are some old writings here. It's crazy. You know, some people that I watch on YouTube would absolutely love to explore this thing from the top to the bottom. Yeah, I'm not that experienced yet. I guess it would be interesting, but again, it just seems to be too dangerous a bit. Look at that. I think that was a bell before. That's cool. But yeah, quite a big school for such a small town. Again, at the time, it was actually just the right size because of how many people lived here. All right. Right, so that is the dock where we got off the boat this morning. So that means that we have completed our goal. We made a full circle around the island, and now we're just gonna goof around. Gonna eat. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? So what has been happening the last few years? A lot of rich people from big cities like Zagreb, etc., even from outside of Croatia, people from, I don't even know, Austria maybe, I don't know, but a lot of foreign people have been buying properties here. That's why you see so many new houses in the midst of all the old ones. I have divided opinions on that. I guess in some way it's good, some way it's bad. I don't want to get into too many details because I could talk about it for hours, but the only thing I'm sad about is this place kind of lost its vibe. Maybe it's because I grew up. But it's different, yeah, and it kind of hurts to watch everything change, I guess. I mean, we humans really don't like change, do we? But at the end of the day, I guess things need to change in order to improve. So hopefully this island stays what it always was, and that is like a little oasis. So my family actually used to run a restaurant, my grandpa and my grandma, when I was a kid, and you have no idea how much fun that was. Coming here, hanging out with my cousins who also lived here, spending time with my grandma in the mornings, preparing everything for the shift, even making a few coffees myself as a little kid, helping out, doing some silly things with my older cousin. We sometimes took the little juice bottles, and after we drank them, we'd fill them up with tea and we'd put them back in the fridge. So some random dude would later get served a drink that was essentially just tea. Yeah, we also did like a lot of other shenanigans that, again, I could talk about for hours, but it's nice to remember them from time to time. But yeah, it's just so nice every time I come here. Still, I always forget how nice this place is and how much fun you can have, even now when it's not summer. I mean, I guess you could actually take a swim in the sea. I think it's warm enough. I haven't done it this year yet. I might do it later today though with my friends, because yeah, it's gonna get pretty hot today. But if you're interested, it is 23rd of May today. But yeah, the family-run restaurant isn't the thing anymore. I mean, the restaurant itself, it is. It's just run by some other guy. They rented it out. It's a shame though. But who knows? Hey, maybe someday I quit my job and maybe me and my cousins reopen the restaurant as our own. Who knows? And we all live here. That would be like a dream. And there we go. I hiked a few hundred meters this way just to complete the circle on my Strava up, because I forgot to start recording right away. I was thinking maybe we settle down in one of these beaches. How about this one? This one seems lovely. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that's nice. I just checked the Strava app and we did around 13 kilometers, which is around 8 miles, in just a bit above 2.5 hours, which is pretty cool. By the way, I didn't mention, I actually have the Ninja Turtles socks. How cool is that? So here it is. MRE menu number 16 chicken burrito bowl. Pretty excited, pretty hungry. I've had a few of these before. I believe I had 2 US ones, I had 1 French one, and 2 Croatian ones, which are pretty hard to get, but they are pretty good. I'm gonna try and get one in the future so we can try it out together. Chicken burrito bowl, toaster pastry, chocolate chip. We have our accessory bag, which unfortunately does not have coffee. Tortillas, whole grain. Alright, what is this? Trail mix recovery with pretzels. Oh, this would have been awesome when I was hiking. Well, I should have checked. We got the cheese spread, carbohydrate, electrolyte, beverage powder, orange. Of course, you got your spoon and the heating elements. Oh, and what is that? Picante seasoning. I guess that's like paprika, hot stuff. Might put some of that. And that's it. We have a bag for our trash. So the first thing we're gonna do, of course, is heat up our food. I think you want to mix this a bit. Oh yeah, that's hot. Ooh, that's piping hot already. Look at that. Alright, where's my chicken? Alright, that is piping hot. I'm not even kidding. Like, I can't even touch that. Holy smokes. While that's going, let's check out the accessory bag. We have a moist towelette. I guess we'll use that, why not? We have some gum. That's pretty cool. We have matches. Don't need those. And we have some toilet paper and salt. I guess we'll try out some of this. Why not? Almonds. These are Indian peanuts, are they not? Got some pretzels, some peanuts, normal peanuts. Seems pretty good. I wouldn't mind them being more salty, honestly. That would have been perfect for when we were hiking. I should have checked what the MRE has beforehand. Alright, let's try out this drink. Ooh, we got some waves. It's a nice drink. It's not like overly sweet or anything. It's just right. Okay, they are really small. And this thing, let's try a spoonful of it on its own. It's okay. So the tortillas don't taste that artificial at all. It's quite interesting, and the cheese is actually quite good. Alright, so that leaves us with the toaster pastry chocolate chip as dessert. Pretty excited about this. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Ooh. Hey, that smells pretty good. That's nougat or something. It's okay. It doesn't really have that much taste. But it doesn't taste artificial, which is something I really didn't expect. Like, this whole thing didn't taste that much artificial. You gotta keep in mind this is an MRE, so anything that you cook at home is better than this. In terms of MRE food, it's really quite good. Gotta try out the most salad. It doesn't really have a smell. It's not that moist as well. All in all, I'd say MREs are pretty cool for trails, for hiking, for camping. Overall, food it's decent, I guess. Yeah, I have around an hour and a half before the boat comes, so I'm just gonna chill here for a bit, lay down, and maybe go into town, grab a coffee, and yeah. Oh, well, let's not forget the chewing gum. You know, everybody always forget the chewing gum when they're doing MRE reviews, and that always pisses me off. Alright, let's see. It has like a cinnamon flavor. I've never really tried something like this. I would prefer a normal gum over this though. Well guys, that is probably going to be it for this one. I'm just making my way back to the town, and I have like probably around half an hour till the boat, or like 40 minutes or so. So I'll grab a quick coffee and just wait for the boat at the pier. I'm just gonna head home. So it has been a very interesting adventure. I really enjoyed this morning. I was doubting whether I should go last night and this morning when my alarm went off, but I'm glad I did. It was really awesome, and I'm looking forward to the next venture. Maybe even this afternoon, who knows? I just received a text from a friend, and we might go cycling for like 2 hours, maybe do 60-70k, I don't know, we'll see. And maybe I record that as well, if I can recharge my batteries in time, that is. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Anyways, take care guys, and I'll catch you in some other new exciting adventure pretty soon.
On je volio brodove, jer brodovi ga odvode do nekih dalekih toplih i opojnih mora i obala. Samo nekad bi ga brodovi odveli do obala, gdje su daleka topla i opojna mora mirisala na nju. Tada bi plakao u samoći, želio bi da joj se vrati, želio bi da je vidi i da je opet ljubi. Tada bi plakao u samoći, želio bi da joj se vrati, želio bi da je vidi i da je opet